Hello, welcome to Excelling Kids and Families page. I trust that you're all doing well. We have an amazing lesson today. We are talking about the 11 things required to flourish, and we are bringing this lesson at such a timely hour, such a timely season for our young people. And I hope that it will be a blessing to everyone, including even adults listening to us as well. How was your day? I trust that your day went well. This is a pre recorded stream, and I hope that it blesses you. We will be starting very shortly. So, as usual, get your Bibles, your notebooks ready so that you can take down some notes. I encourage all our carers, teachers, and parents to listen in. Let it be a conversation starter at home so that you can discuss it and see which elements our young people can apply in their lives. Right, so we're going to make a start. These elements we are talking about today, they are, very normal things, but one good thing about the lesson today is being put into like a mnemonic so that our young people, our children, will find it interesting and also as a way of, you know, um, remembering what these elements are. So we are going to talk about these elements using flourishing as the mnemonic. So F stands for the food that we eat, very, very essential. And L is for the liquid intakes, the water, the drinks that we take in. Like I said, it's very basic things that you are aware, but we are learning it like flourishing so that every time you think about, what are the elements I need to focus on, you remember flourishing and you begin to list the things that you can look at in your life to improve, to make adjustments and changes to, just be a better version of yourself for your well-being. So F for food, L for the liquid intakes, the water, the drink, O for oxygen. The R or the U rather stand for use of the things that we have, the gift that we have, the mind, the brains that we have, our body, we've got to move it, we've got to use it. The R stand for relaxation. Okay, so I actually got this tool from a book that I'm currently reviewing. It's titled Positively Teenage. It's very good. I read it with my sons and I love it. So they use flourish, but I have added the ing to make it flourishing. So where did we get to? We got to the R for relaxation. Relaxation is a very important aspect of life. The I stand for interest, the things that we are interested about. So we will take time and go through each of these elements so that you will be able to understand how they all relate and helps you to thrive and have a very great life. So S is for sleep, H is for happiness, the I is for inspiration, N is for no to negative things, negative words, negative, pictures, just simply no to negative things. And the G stand for God, our creator. Right. Okay. So I'm going to take each of those elements in turn and we are going to talk about them. So we are talking about the 11 things required to flourish or have a flourish life. And we are using the mnemonic flourishing to help us to break it down and to also remember very easily what these elements are. So we talked about food. We all know how important food is in our life. It's like our fuel. You will know from your parents that, for example, if their fuel in their car ran out, the car ain't going anywhere. The car is not going to move. The car is not going to be efficient. It's just gonna come to a halt. In the same way, food is like a fuel to us as human beings. Without the right food, the right healthy foods, we risk being unhealthy, we risk getting sick. So it's important that we watch our food intake. We eat very well. I'm sure you know it already, but it's really worth remembering it. The L stand for the liquid intake, and we are focusing on the healthy drinks. I know, we love our fizzy drinks, we love other, drinks that are out there, energy drinks and stuff like that, but we have to make sure that we are taking in the healthy drinks, the juice, the fruit juice that are good for our body, that contains a lot of nutrients for our body. So by doing that, it helps our body to function, and most especially our brains, which is like the majority part of our life. We control our life, we control our life by our mind. That is how God is able to speak to us, through our mind, and that is how we are able to communicate with other people. We have to think about what we are going to say, right? So it's all in the mind, and the mind need the correct amount of nutrients in order to function well. So after we've looked at our drinks and made sure we've got the right intake, the next one is obviously oxygen. Without oxygen, none of us will be alive. In fact, when they go to moon, they have to carry with them oxygen. That is how, vital it is. Without it, human, we cannot live. So we have to make sure that we are breathing in very well. You're doing breathing in exercise. If you don't know about breathing in exercise, you can look for those kind of exercise on YouTube. It shows you how to breathe in, count, and breathe out. It's really good for your health and for your brain as well. So it's important to look after your breathing and do that exercise regularly. Make sure that wherever you are, you are in a well ventilated area, especially in the house where your room is. Just make sure that it's well ventilated. As long as you're not freezing, you can let the windows open a little bit with your parents' permission, of course. Now, the U in the flourishing stands for use. Use is so important. The use of the things that we have. And it goes without saying that the use of it goes saying that the use of our gift is so important. Remember the parable of the talents. The one that got one talent decided to bury it. He did not use it, and he ended up losing it. And those that used it got more talent to use. And the same way with all the things that we have been given, we have to use it. Our body, you have to move our hands, we have to move our legs, we have to exercise, we have to use, most importantly, our brains, our mind. We need to develop it. And the more we use it, it's like a muscle, the more it is growing, the more it is expanding, the more it is getting better. So we have to find a way of using our mind and using it in the right, doing the right things, the learning that we are doing, even in the playing that we do. There are learning opportunities. We shouldn't just be playing for playing sake. We should look for opportunities to learn, to make connections in the things that we are playing with. How we interact with others is all about learning about ourselves, about other people, about our environment. So let us use the brains, the mind that we have got, the body that we have got in the right way, in the right direction. The R in flourishing stands for relaxation. It's so important for us to take rest. Rest is important. Even God, after creating the universe, the Bible said, rested on the seventh day. How much more us? We also need a rest. We need to learn to take a break. Because sometimes we feel, oh, we're taking a break from learning and we are going to go on to our gadgets. But that is also equally, getting us to work, but in a different way. On the gadget, I don't know, I don't personally don't find it as a break. You need to find time to rest your mind, rest your body, relax. Relaxing is so important. And the I in flourishing stand for interest. We need to find interest in the things that we are doing and find out the things that interest us so that we can channel our energy into doing them. And those things must be things that are worth doing, that are impactful, that are meaningful. So those are the things that we need to look out for that interest us. Because when we find things interesting, that is when we are able to, be of our best. That is when we are able to put our all into doing that thing. So look for the things that are interesting, because sometimes we are so quick to find the things that are boring, or, "Oh, this is boring," but we forget that there are other bits or parts of the thing that we can make fun, or we can adjust things a little to make it interesting. It might be like, "Oh, maths, oh, I can't do it, it's so boring." No, but is there a way that you can make it interesting? Once you make it interesting, guess what? Your mind is going to catch up, is going to make you enjoy it and find a way to produce the quality work that you need to produce. The S, we are getting there. The S in flourishing stands for sleep, which is very close to the relaxation, but totally different. And it's healthy for young people to have at least 8 hours um, worth of sleep. So make sure that you are not sleeping less than that. You're having enough sleep. Is so good and so vital for your young minds, for your brains, especially at this stage of your development. So sleep. I know that most of the time your parents are nagging you to sleep, but it's all for your own good. So make sure that you are having enough sleep. If you are struggling with your sleep, just ask for help. Let your parents know. They can get you help. They can take you to the GP. So anything that we are saying that you feel, "Oh, this is so difficult, I can't do it," and maybe you need a little bit of help or more information on, speak to your parents. They can contact, the professionals, the specialists. They can contact us, and we'll put them in contact with the right people that will be able to help you. The H in flourishing stands for happiness. We need to create moments of joy for ourselves. We need to create moments of happiness for ourselves. Yes, I think like with happiness, it goes with the happenings. But rather than wait for things to happen to make you happy, you can also create happiness for yourself. Find the things that make you happy. But when I say that with a caution, that the things that makes you happy, you must make sure that it is equally healthy for you. If it's making you happy but it's not healthy, then there is no point. We talked about deferred gratitude in one of our lessons, and by that we mean that make sure that all the choices that we are making now is not only for our pleasure now and that's it, but it's got to be long lasting things that are going to benefit us. It has to be something that will benefit us in the long term. So in putting the happiness in flourishing, we are not saying that, "Oh, do whatever makes you happy and forget about the impact, forget about the consequences." No, you can create happiness with a long term view of what that impact is going to be for you. So it's important that you bear that in mind. So that was the H. Now the I in flourishing is inspiration. We need to find inspiration. Inspiration is, it gives us the motivation that we need. Look for the things that inspire you. Who are the people that inspire you? Their writings? Is it their videos? Is it their talk? Things that inspire you. Is it an art? Is it music? Something that is inspirational. goes a long way to help your well-being, especially your mental well-being. So look for things that can inspire you to get up in the morning and be ready for school. And one of the things that we love doing in the morning, my family love to do in the morning, is to put on nice music in the morning. It gives us so much inspiration for the day and excite us and get us in the mood ready to move. So yes, you can find things like that that inspires you to get moving to doing great things and achieving wonderful things. Now, the N in flourishing is for no, no, no to negativity. Avoiding negativity is so important, because if you are bombarded with negativity, surely it's not good for your mind. It depresses, it's stressful. So avoid negativity. Make sure you are not, putting out there negativity, and make sure that you are not embracing negativity from others. Do your best to block those negativity out, move away from such environment, and dwell, focus on things that are truthful, things that are kind, things that are pure, things that are of a good report. Our beautiful verse in the Bible, those are the things that we have to focus our minds on. Now, where are we? We are on the last one, G in flourishing. The G is for God, our creator. The Bible verse that is so, one of the fundamental verses for young people, Bible verse for young people to be aware of, is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. It says that remember your creator in the days of your youth. Remember your creator in the days of your youth. Because when we are connected with our source, it helps us to flourish. Just as when a branch is cut off from a tree, that branch can not function properly. Give the branch a couple of days and it will die. Exactly the same way as human beings, we have to be connected with our source, with our creator. And the amazing thing is that he lives right on our inside. He is part and parcel of us. He is our maker, and he has decided to dwell in us. We just have to reconnect ourselves to our source, to God, just by being God conscious, by communicating with him through our mind, through our heart, through our spirit. So we have to stay connected to God. As Christians, by reading the word of God, by meditating on the word of God, by prayer, we stay connected with our God. And you can only testify through your own personal experience. And that has been my experience, that having that close connection with God, my maker, having those communion time, communication time with him, in prayer, in meditation, through the word, has been a flourishing time for me over and over, a refreshing time for me over and over again. And I encourage you to give it a try, give it a go with your family, speak to your parents, and they will be able to help you to make that connection on a daily basis, and it will go a long way to help you to flourish. So these are the 11 elements we have talked about today. Shall we remind of ourselves what they are? They are food, liquid, oxygen, use, relaxation, interest, sleep, happiness, inspiration, no, no, no to negativity, and the last one, God, our creator. So there you go. There you are with the 11 things required for us to flourish. I've really enjoyed teaching this lesson, and I'm sure you have enjoyed learning it as well. May God richly bless you. As you can see, I am wearing our t-shirts today, which really goes to complement, which complements our book as well. So I encourage you, if you want to have our t-shirt, you can contact us. We will give you information on how to get yourself one. We've got other things to go with it as well. It's beautiful. It reminds you to choose your friendship well. And also we have our book, Friendship Choices, available on Amazon that you can also enjoy. Tell your friends about it, read it, put a feedback on Amazon for us. If you have any questions, any comments, anything that you want to share with us, any testimonials that you've had with our books, by all means, or even with our lessons. I always get so much, feedback, testimonies, positive reviews, and I'm so touched by them all. Keep them coming. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, this brand new week, and the brand new month coming, the month of February. Have the beautiful, beautiful month of February, and may everything that you do be successful in the month of February. Take care. I love you with the love of the Lord. May the Lord be with you. Take care. Bye.